que no ha venido el garrobero, que lo miró el domingo por la tarde, pues le digo que yo creo fue el mismo día que yo lo miré. Así es que no sabemos dónde está el garrobero. Aquí va el tren porque... D.O.D, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenida, bienvenido.
Castro has responded to Donald Trump's threats of mass migrant deportations once he becomes president. In a national broadcast on New Year's Day, she said if he sends Hondurans back home, she could kick the US out of military bases in her country.
Frente a una actitud hostil.
In the face of a hostile attitude of mass deportation of our people, we'd have to consider a change in our policy of cooperation with the United States, especially in the military field, where for decades they've maintained bases in our territory without paying a penny, which in this case would lose all reason to exist in Honduras.
Mass deportations are a big worry for Honduras. More than 500,000 of the country's people live in the States without legal status, according to official US figures. Many send much-needed remittances back home. Now Castro is putting into play the presence of US forces, particularly in Soto Cano, a Honduran airbase. They've been there since the 1980s, tasked with, among other things, counter-narcotic operations. Fellow Latin American President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico was asked about Castro's comments on Thursday. She responded briefly.
Ahora con la Presidenta de Honduras.
We talked to the President of Honduras some days ago. We're putting forward the idea of a meeting of foreign ministers of several countries in January to talk about the subject of migration and how the countries of Latin America and the Caribbean can cooperate to attend to its causes.
Sheinbaum's dealing with her own demands from Trump, that Mexico stops the flow of migrants to the US. If it doesn't, Trump says the US will impose 25% tariffs on all Mexican goods. These are all words for now, threats from a man who's not yet US president, and responses from other countries to situations that are as yet hypothetical. But it is noticeable that the Mexican government, while measured and restrained, is sending signals that it's not going to be as pliant as last time Trump was in power. Honduras, meanwhile, seems to be going a step further.
Let it be heard loud and clear, Mexican men and women over there sustain the economy of the United States in the fields, in the services, everywhere. The United States would not be what it is without the hard-working people who go to help. So they will always receive our support, our solidarity, and if they return to Mexico, they return to open arms to give them everything they deserve because they are generous, supportive, as is the Mixtec people and all the peoples of our country.